Life's harshest lessons aren't taught in classrooms. They aren't written in textbooks. They don't come with neat instructions or easy answers. No, the most brutal lessons are learned in places where pain speaks the loudest. These lessons don't ask for your permission. They don't arrive politely. They crash into your life uninvited, shaking everything you thought you knew, stripping away every false sense of security. And here's the terrifying truth. No one escapes them. Not the rich, not the powerful, not the wise. At some point, every human being will be dragged to places that break pride, expose weakness, and demand surrender. Places where laughter dies in the throat, where time feels frozen, and where all the illusions of strength, wealth, or fame dissolve in a second. Most people go through life distracted, chasing thrills, chasing money, chasing applause. But there are places waiting ahead that don't care about any of that. Places that don't bend to excuses. Places that hold up a mirror and force you to see what you've been running from. And when you find yourself there, you will understand, painfully, that life was never a game, and time was never your friend. Now let me take you to these three silent teachers of truth. If these don't shake you, then nothing will. 1. The hospital. Step into a hospital and everything changes. The air is heavy with disinfectant, but also with fear. You hear the faint cries from one room, the slow beeping of a monitor in another. Families sit in waiting rooms, their faces pale, their eyes swollen from silent tears. Here, no one feels strong. Even the toughest are reduced to trembling hands and whispered prayers. In a hospital bed, you're vulnerable, exposed, helpless. You're not in control anymore. The nurses, the doctors, the machines decide your next breath. The hospital reminds us of a truth we all try to ignore. Our bodies are fragile. One moment you feel unstoppable, the next you can't lift your own spoon. One moment you're planning for tomorrow, the next you're begging just to see another sunrise. It doesn't matter who you are out there. In here, the latest car you drive or the number in your bank account becomes meaningless. Health is not just wealth, it is survival. So don't wait for a hospital bed to teach you gratitude for pain-free mornings, strong legs to walk on, and a heart that beats without help. Because once you're here, you realize life is fragile and control is an illusion. 2. The prison. Now imagine cold iron doors slamming shut behind you. Heavy footsteps echo in narrow hallways. Cameras watching every move. Time doesn't flow here. It drags, suffocates. Prison is a brutal teacher. Every man and woman inside carries the weight of choices that led them there. Rage, greed, lust, pride. They wrote their own sentences long before the judge declared it. Behind bars, dreams rot, families fracture, and freedom becomes nothing but a memory. But not all prisons have walls. Some people live in prisons made of flesh and habit. A man addicted to alcohol, he's not free. A woman chained to toxic desires, she's not free. The one consumed by gambling, drugs, greed, or uncontrolled anger, they are already inmates. Their chains are invisible, but just as real. The truth is, freedom isn't doing whatever you want. That's slavery dressed as freedom. Real freedom is the power to control yourself when temptation whispers. Prison whispers this warning. Every small decision can be a chain link. And if you're not careful, those links will one day close around you, and there will be no escape. 3. The cemetery. Finally walk with me into the cemetery. Rows of stones, names etched into cold granite. Flowers, some fresh, some withered and forgotten. The silence is thick, almost suffocating, yet it screams louder than any crowd. This is the end of all men. Every grave tells a story that's been cut off, dreams that ended mid-sentence. Some graves are visited often, decorated with tears and flowers. Others sink into loneliness, abandoned, the names fading with the stone. The cemetery is not just a place of death, it's a mirror held to the living. It whispers, life moves on without you. Deadlines will still come, the sun will still rise, people will laugh again, work again, move on, without you. And cemeteries exist outside the soil too. There are cemeteries of wasted talent, where gifts are buried alive. Cemeteries of broken families, where love was killed by neglect. Cemeteries of friendships, buried under pride and betrayal. You don't have to die to live among graves. Every time you live without purpose, a part of you is already buried. The question is, when your stone is carved, will you be remembered or forgotten? The wake-up call. These places, though terrifying, hold the harshest truths of life, and they beg us to make a choice while we still have time. Choose health over hype, because hospitals don't care how popular you are. They only measure how strong your body is. Choose freedom over foolishness. Break the invisible chains before they harden into steel. Choose purpose over popularity, because cemeteries are filled with forgotten names who once thought they mattered. The clock is merciless. Every wasted second is stolen from your future. Every careless decision plants seeds that tomorrow will force you to reap. Don't wait until you're hooked to tubes in a hospital. Don't wait until doors slam behind you. Don't wait until your body is lowered into the ground. Learn now while you can still breathe freely, walk freely, and live freely. Life doesn't send a warning before it delivers its lessons. Accidents happen without warning. Diagnoses come without knocking. Death rarely gives notice. But you, right now, you have a choice. To learn before you're forced, to live with gratitude, with discipline, with purpose. Because once you're in that bed, that cell, or that grave, the lesson won't save you anymore. It will only haunt those you leave behind. So wake up, open your eyes, change your path while you still can. Because life's harshest lessons aren't taught in classrooms. They're taught where pain speaks the loudest.